Next question is from Jay Bissett72. My 13-year-old son wants to start working out to get bigger, faster, and stronger. Would a 3 times a week full body workout or a 6 times per week split be better?
I'm going to just say this straight up, okay? For 85%, okay, the vast majority of people listening to this, watching this, or 85% of the population out there who wants to build strength, build muscle, get faster as a result, right? Just bigger, faster, stronger. A 3-day-a-week full body routine will be superior to a 6-day split. That's 85%. You talk to strength coaches, you talk to bodybuilding coaches, and yes, there's that 15% where the volume gets so high that splitting it makes more sense. But for the vast majority of people out there, a 3-day-a-week full body routine is perfect. It's best. It's not perfect. It's best.
It is best. It's best for more than just the most basic of reasons. Like when they test this head to head, it's like almost identical, right? If all things are created equal, it's perfect. Volumes equated for everything like that. It's like they're pretty damn close. But the thing that you always hear us talk about on the show is like the behavioral stuff. And I think one of the reasons why I think full body is superior in all aspects for all people is because I've never met anybody, I've never had a client in my life that is perfect year-round all the time and doesn't have life happening and these up and downs of consistency and then not so consistent. And when you're running a full body routine and you have a bad week and you only got to the gym once or twice,
Still hit the full body.
you still hit the full body. Yep. So you are still staying very balanced. You're still getting all those muscles stimulated. You're not going to take big steps, fall backwards. What happens to people that do splits, okay, me included, as I ran splits for most of my life, is those weeks always happen. And I have a week where I miss a day. And then I'm like, oh, well, I missed a muscle group. And it's always the muscle group I don't like doing anyways. Yeah. And so
they're going to naturally avoid it.
Yes.
And it's the other thing about like young kids like this too, that you present them with like a specific muscle group to target, they're going to overdo the hell out of it.
Yes.
And then it's going to be a detriment at that point for them coming back, having to do, the next workout or the next few days from then, that same muscle group again. And so, you have to kind of like put that on perspective, like how consistent are they going to be with this plan and this program? And then how are they going to adequately recover from this?
Yeah, and I'll make this argument too. Let's say you took the same routine, 3 full body workouts, or you cut all of them in half even. That's usually not how 6 day a week splits work, but let's just say it is. You cut them all in half, 6 days versus 3. I'll argue that you get better recovery and adaptation for most people because of the full days of rest. So I think it's better to have a full day of training and a day off, and a full day of training and a day off versus half a day of training, 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 because you tend to adapt and recover better. Now, at some point, if you become so advanced, you've got incredible recovery, you're so consistent, you're eating good, that now your full body workout is 2 hours long because I'm doing 3 exercises per body part. Well, now it starts to make sense to split it up. But for most people,
I'm also going to make an argument from an athletic standpoint that body part splits are dog shit for athletes.
Yeah.
You're compartmentalizing the body. Your body needs to work in unison.
You'll never do that in a sport.
You'll never do that.
Yeah.
So it's pick one, right? Like you can look like an Adonis or whatever, and like that's like your thing, right? I want to look like a specimen. Or if I want to be an athlete, you want to be faster, you want to be stronger and faster, you got to be an athlete. You got to train like an athlete.
But I'll make this argument, Justin. I've obviously been training forever. My own body, I always, the most consistent, the routine that I tend to follow the most is the 3-day-a-week one. And it's always the best one for me. Now, I switch out because it's a good idea to switch into different things. It's always a good idea, especially if you've been working out for years and years and years, like I have. But whenever I go back to 3 days a week, I feel the most rested, I have the most strength, and my body responds the best. And everybody I've ever trained, like I said, there's a vast majority just do best. This is most people. So regardless of if it's your 13-year-old son or your 43-year-old, friend or whatever.
Regardless, but I think even more so because of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Start them off on the right
if
foot.
this person were asking a question and you're a 27-year-old consistent bodybuilder guy and you don't ever miss a gym and you've been training for 10 years, I might be like, well, whatever you like most and is going to keep you consistent, then go for it. It's not that big of a difference. But you talk about a 13-year-old kid, the fact that I agree that most should do this and will get benefits from it, but even more so, a young kid getting started in his career, full body for sure would be. I wish I understood
But-
this as a young kid.
Oh my
because-
God, are you kidding me?
Same. Yeah.
Someone told me to do this and I thought they were lying. I tell you what, by the way, one other thing, if you're listening to this, if your son eats his body weight in protein in grams, eats enough calories and follows this, he's going to
He'll get big.
stronger, bigger, and faster very quickly. He will see significant results. He just has to apply all those and get good sleep. If he does all those things, his body's going to respond very well.